work harder than usual.
There's the latest pit. They are obviously ready for a tyre change. We'll see if it's Senna or D'Angelo. So it looks now as if most teams are going to be changing tyres, in which case Prost's early stop, they had hoped incidentally to go without a stop, but Prost's early stop will stand him in good stead. So back with Nigel Mansell, who we expect to stop, but not until they've had a check out on Rosberg's tyres. They can learn a lot from, obviously, from looking at the teammates' tyres.
Both the Williams drivers are in touch with their pits through radio. They can talk. They can't exactly have a conversation. You're rather busy in the cockpit, but they can certainly pass monosyllabic statements like coming in, tyres, or misfire, or something like that. And the pits can tell them, provided they do it at the right time, what their situation is. There's black smoke coming from the back of Mark Sure's BMW-powered Prova. That is not... And now we do have a... No, I was going to say lap record. That's 0.2 of a second outside the lap record. But the interesting point is that it is Alain Prost who's set up that fastest lap so far. 129.7 miles an hour. Prost is the fastest man on the course, and he is, of course, on new tyres. And Johansson and De Angelis have changed places. Stefan Johansson has now moved up a place, and the position on lap 42 is Nigel Mansell is in the lead. Mark Sure is second. In third position, it is Jacques Lafitte. In fourth place, it is Ayrton Senna. In fifth place now, it is Stefan Johansson. Stefan Johansson has moved up, and in sixth position, it is Elio De Angelis, with Alain Prost in eighth position. Prost is still behind, was still behind Brundle, because Martin Brundle in seventh place has brought the Tyrrell Renault into the pits for a tyre change, and it looks to me as though all is not well at the back. It's far more than a tyre change. The Renault technicians in the yellow jackets looking inquiringly down at the engine, and I fear that we are seeing a Martin Brundle who is about to finish an excellent drive in the Grand Prix of Europe. Senna chasing. There is Jacques Lafitte, third. Ayrton Senna in fourth position. We know that one of the JPS cars is coming in for a pit stop very shortly. Ayrton Senna rounding the right-hander at Dingledale Corner, dropping down into Dingledale Corner now into Sterling's the left-hander. 1 minute 12.2, new lap record. Heaven knows it's taken long enough to get there, but 1 minute 12.237 is a new lap record. Alain Prost.
Yes, and Martin Brundle is sadly out of the race after a very good drive. He must be well encouraged with that. Meantime, Prost is really shifting it now. I think his policy, his defensive policy, has probably had to go out of the window. He's got fresh tyres and probably a softer compound on the left side than he had before, and he's going a lot quicker than anybody else on the circuit. Mind you, he needs to, because he is some 30, nearly half a minute out of touch with the points people, so he'll need to really go for it, and that's, of course, they're going to help him by pitting themselves.
And he comes up to one of the Alfa Romeos. We'll have a look in a minute. It's Patrese. No, it's Cheever, I'm sorry. It's Eddie Cheever, the American, being passed by Alain Prost. Well, Cheever was in 15th place. And Cheever has been into the pits. And we're on lap 44 now. Mansell, Sura, Lafitte, Senna, Johansson, De Angelis, 7th. Alain Prost that you're looking at, still out of the points, still needs 2 points at least to clinch the World Championship from his rival Michele Alboreto, who retired in the pit lane in flames a long time ago. Keke Rosberg out of the race. Martini out of the race. Piquet out of the race after hitting Rosberg. Now Martin Brundle out of the race. With Mansell leading, Sura second, Lafitte third, Senna fourth, Johansson fifth, De Angelis sixth, Prost that you're looking at seventh. Rosberg is up to 8th position and only 8 seconds behind Prost and catching him. Philippe Streff is 9th and has been lapped. Boutsen is in 10th position. 11th is Patrese. In 12th position now is John Watson, who is continuing to pick up places, partly because people have dropped out, notably Martin Brundle, but nevertheless still well in the running.
And Prost going quicker and quicker. He's just done another lap, under 12 seconds, 1:11.8. And there it is. So Alain Prost has thrown, and quite rightly, his defensive policy out of the window, and he now looks to be giving it absolutely everything. He wasn't too happy with the car through practice. He was complaining of a lack of grip with the car in general, which is not a problem that normally afflicts McLaren. It's usually the others complaining of not as much grip as a McLaren. But it seems to be gripping now.
And I'm wondering what's happening about these alleged Williams pit stops, because the mechanics are now looking incredibly relaxed. They're even sitting on the tyres. So I can give you the answer to that, such is our communication system, and that is that a board has been held out to both Rosberg and Mansell saying tyres okay, question mark. Now you will remember that I told you that the two Williams drivers, Nigel Mansell, who is in the lead, and Rosberg, who is making rapid progress up through the field in 8th position, are in direct radio communication with their pits. So in answer to the board, they can say tyres okay or coming in. And it looks as though it's the latter answer at the moment. The 1B compound and 3C compound soft tyres of Goodyear's, of Nigel Mansell's car there, seem to be standing up well.
Yes, and particularly Mansell's lead. He seems to be holding Sura. I had thought that Sura would start to catch him, but in fact, if anything, I think it's the Pirelli tyre cars that seem to be in trouble. The beat has dropped back a bit after his charge. You remember we were looking at his tyres, and there is Father Mansell. Looks very happy indeed, and why shouldn't he be, with young Nigel out there doing a very competent job indeed. But I do think that if there's any doubt, the Williams team should call Keke in and use him, as I say, as a guinea pig, because they can measure the wear, they can see how well the time somebody's in.
It's Ivan Capelli has gone off the circuit in his first Grand Prix drive, and that turbo, you can just see flames starting to lick at the rear of the bodywork. That is where the turbo is, and the turbo is literally red hot, as is the exhaust pipe, and they need to get some fire extinguisher foam onto that part of the car very quickly. But Mansell now, and such is the increased stature of this man, that he's driving enormously coolly.
And you saw Capelli just sit on the tyres then, and I would strongly suspect, it being his first Grand Prix, that that was exhaustion that caused that crash. I would think that it's amazing how tiring these cars are to drive. He's not used, and Brands Hatch is a particularly tough circuit physically, so I strongly suspect that he crashed through sheer exhaustion.
Capelli had never driven a Brands Hatch and had never driven a turbocharged 850 horsepower Grand Prix car before Friday of last week. So, although he's crashed, he's done extremely well in practice. Lap 48 now, race leader Nigel Mansell. Is he going to come in, or is he not going to come in? He's certainly not going to come in this lap, and he's going through now to complete his 48th lap out of 75. I hardly dare say it, but his Williams Honda running like a train, and Mansell, who led 2 Grand Prix in the JPS Lotus team last year at Monaco and Dallas,